عزيزي المشاهد، السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. أحييكم وأرحب بكم من المعرض الدولي بمدينة فيينا، حيث المؤتمر العالمي للبيو بروسيس، وهذا المؤتمر يهتم بالأمور المتعلقة بالمعاملات والمعالجات البيولوجية أو الحيوية، وحيث يجتمع العديد من علماء الميكروبيولوجي والبيولوجي والجين تكنيك من جميع أنحاء العالم، ويتدارسون فيما بينهم المشاكل المعملية في الأمور المتعلقة بالمانجمنت، الأمور المتعلقة analytical method والformulation and drugs delivery and cell culture processing, economic and manufacturing strategy. وفي الحقيقة كلها مواضيع هامة، ونتمنى أن نواصل معكم ونتابع هذا المؤتمر ونلتقي مع العديد من العلماء والمشاركين في المعرض. أشكركم.
Hello, my name is Louisa Pickering and I'm Conference Director for the event. Welcome to Bioprocess International Conference and Exhibition. It's been held here in the Vienna Congress Centre. It's a collaboration of 5 conferences that all run in parallel, which are, as listed here, scale-up economics, formulation, recovery and purification, cell culture and upstream processing and analytical methods for biologics. We have around 500 attendees with about 60 exhibition stands. The plans for next year is we're actually holding it in 2009 in the Messe Frankfurt in Germany. This is the next one for next year, yes.
When will be exactly?
It's exactly 20 to 23rd of April. Yes, exactly.
My name is Christoph Roos and I have an education in genetics and mathematics, computer, a little bit bioinformatics. So my background is in research, and I joined this company when the company was started in 2001. It is a Finnish startup company that came up from the need, many different needs. Research goes now to genomics, where you measure, you have the full genome, so you have a lot of information in the full genomes, and there are new technologies coming in for measuring things very efficiently. So there are many sources of information. People end up having a lot of data and end up also having problems, because there is much data and it needs to be processed together and keep in order and so on. So the technologies give new possibilities to understand biological systems.
I'm Shona Kelly, one of the marketing managers for the Bioprocess International event. We currently have around 500 attendees at the event from across the world, mainly from European, Western Europe, Eastern Europe and the UK. Obviously it's held here in Austria, so we have a number of attendees from Austria, Germany, the local biotech regions. We have a wide range level, ranging from our CEOs to chief scientific officers right down to senior scientists. Really attracts a broad range of delegates who are all here, because obviously we've got the very 5 different events, and they can basically move from one stream to another, so it works really well, allowing them to interact, meet all the different speakers. We've also launched this year an online networking tool where people can use to message each other to arrange to meet up at the event, or if they've heard someone speak at the event, they can contact them following the event to find out some more information. Which is working really well, because I think networking is one of the key features of the event, so hopefully that's going to be a big success. Last year, this is its 4th annual. Last year was held in Paris, which again was a very good success. We had around 450 attendees, so we're growing it each year.
Yesterday, the first talk, we had Steve Bagshaw from VC Biologics, and he talked about bioterrorism and what the governments can do to prepare for bioterrorism. So we touched on SARS and earlier sort of things on anthrax. And it was an interesting talk. It was very topical and also quite broad, so all the delegates enjoyed listening to it. And it was interesting to hear his views on where he thought governments were spending money in case there was a pandemic in the future. So that was good.
Which solution he had found
What solution did
for
he have?
such problems?
Well, I think they're just prepared. All the companies are actually preparing, and they're putting sort of lots of vaccines in stocks, sort of ready just in case bioterrorism does happen. So it was quite reassuring to hear his talk.
All the easy things in biology have been found already. So if we want to understand diseases, or we want to do something that requires more complex understanding, then we also need more complex measurements and more complex ways of putting the measurements together to get more understanding. And that was the starting point of our company. We wanted to help this, and that is why we started with software development. And the software development was done to manage the data. So there is your own data, and there is public data. There is a lot of public data. The human genome is one source of public data, and there are other genomes, and there are other places where data comes in different formats, and that data should be used. The scientific process always builds on what there is from before. So one should help the scientists and the technology developers to get what there is, to add their own, to get new knowledge, and to solve their problems. So sooner or later they will advance in this.
Looking at how companies go from pilot stage up to large-scale manufacturing, also touching on economics and manufacturing strategies as well. We're basically looking at the whole manufacturing process for large molecules. So we also look at upstream, which is the cell culture and upstream processing. So how do we actually produce these antibodies on a large scale? We then move on to recovery, which is how do we purify it and actually take the antibody out of these large sort of scale manufacturing sites. Then also finally the formulation drug delivery. How do you actually formulate the drug? How does it actually get into the system of the human? And then analytical methods. So along the whole process, looking at sort of analytical characterization, all those sort of issues. That's it.
Please.
My name is Jean-Marc Lerudulier. I'm Marketing and Communication Director for Novacep. Novacep is a leading partner for the life science industries. We develop, we market, and we operate innovative technologies to resolve challenges in obtaining active molecules for the pharmaceuticals, biopharmaceutical, cosmetic, and agrochemical industries.
And this first time for you here in Vienna?
That's not my first time in Vienna, but and that's not our first time in this Congress. We've been here several times, but as this Congress is for once in Vienna, we're very happy to be here too.
What's your expectation from this?
Oh, to get business, and good business.
Well, we're hoping to bring all the delegates together to have obviously an interesting and informative event, but also for them to network amongst each other. We started off yesterday with a plenary address which had 2 speakers, and we ended yesterday on an inspirational speaker, Mike Stroud, who talked about, he's a doctor but also has done various sort of activities with Serrano Fines, been to Antarctica and Antarctic. So it's sort of a mix of science, but also for delegates to mix and network and talk to each other.
So far, it's been quite excellent, and we hope that the leads we have will be turned into tangible sales.
I'm Margit Holzer, working at Novacep. I am responsible for the biopharma business unit, and I have 15 years experience of developing processes to purify biopharmaceuticals. I've been in quality, R&D, production, and now in business. And I will show you now one product of our technology development that's really exciting because it allows to reduce a lot the cost of goods of production for biopharmaceuticals, which is a very important point to reduce the cost for biopharmaceuticals. Worldwide of continuous sequential chromatography systems, which allows to reduce a lot stationary phase and volume of buffers and water. This means you can shrink the whole facilities and you can reduce all the buffers and which can, and as a consequence, reduce a lot of cost of goods. So you see there are several columns which you can connect differently, and we help you at Novacep to develop the best process for this application and for your product. So in collaboration, we will find the best solution for downstream processing. And that's also the value of our company. With this expertise in processing of different biopharmaceuticals and small molecules, together with the know-how of engineering, we find the best solution for you.
So this is only one instrument among many possible instruments to feed the discovery process. In the discovery process, you need information about the biological systems measured with different instruments, and this is only one instrument. But the software platform will then accept from any instrument. So we have a data model, a way of describing biology and putting the measurements in place in information technology terms or in data management terms. You talk about a data schema, or there are different ways of putting data together in such a way that the two different users will understand the same thing out of the same statement, not so that one says something and the other person understands something different. So the computer comes in between and helps people understand each other. So with the software, we are engaged in large research, supporting large research projects. For example, EU is funding large research projects, and our software is used as a research infrastructure. So we are not doing ourselves the research, we are not providing the high-level solutions, but we provide the carpet to stand on and the furniture. So the basic, say, IT technology for this. Biological and biomedical research and science has been very much focused only on biology, biochemistry, pharmacology, and so on. And now we say that because there is so much data coming, it is not anymore possible to do without other areas of expertise, typically two areas. One is the information technology, and the other one is mathematics, statistics, people that have a more formal way of looking at problems, so they can form and organizing. So they have. So I would say that we have three poles. We have the researchers in the biomedical area, and then we have the mathematicians, statisticians that can help in the analysis process, and then we have the IT. Exactly.
Mike Hobby, and I represent Genetics, which is an English company based on the south coast of England. And we manufacture products which basically help to speed up the drug discovery process, effectively from clinical studies right through to eventual diagnosis. And we have ranges of equipment to help speed up that discovery of new drugs and assist the biotech and pharmaceutical markets in bringing their new drugs to market faster with a lower cost to them. So it's an important area. Through our imaging technology, which we've developed at Genetics, we're able to identify both very novel or unique antibodies in mammalian cell lines, or we can actually select highly productive cell lines for the production of human protein, humanized protein, for effectively enabling pharmaceutical biotech companies to develop cost-effective drugs. Well, it's been a good show for us. We've had a lot of interest all around the globe. We're seeing a lot of interest from Europe and as far afield as even Korea. So it's been quite an international show.
Ich bin von der Firma Presence aus Regensburg und wir bieten optische Sauerstoff- und pH-Sensoren für Disposables an. Diese Disposables werden vor allem in der Biotechnologie verwendet und wir bieten eben eine nicht-invasive Messtechnik an, die uns ermöglicht, dass man mehr Informationen über seinen Prozess erhält, die man auf andere Art nur über einen Sterilbruch erhalten würde. Das heißt, unsere Produkte werden oft in Produkte anderer Hersteller mit integriert. Und das ist auch einer der Gründe, warum wir heute hier sind, um dieses Geschäft noch weiter zu steigern. Das, was man hier sieht, sind Sensorspots für Sauerstoff und pH.
Ach so, das ist Sensor.
Genau.
Aha.
Das heißt, das ist mehr oder weniger nur ein kleiner Farbklecks, der im Inneren der Gefäße angebracht wird. Und wir können dann von außen die Fluoreszenzabklingzeit dieser Spots lesen, die eine Information über den pH-Wert oder über den Sauerstoff, der im Gefäß herrscht, bietet.
Sehr interessant. Sehr interessant. Und dort, was ist, ist die R?
Hier ist es Sensor-Dish-Reader,
Ja.
also Sensor für diesen optischen Sensor. Auch hier wieder, in jedem Well befindet sich ein optischer Sauerstoffsensor. Für uns ist die Form des Gefäßes nicht relevant. Das kann eine Platte sein, das kann ein Erlenmeyer-Kolben sein, kann ein Spinner sein, aber auch ein Bag. In jedem Disposable für Zellkultur oder Fermentation oder auch für Medienbereitung kann man diese Sensoren integrieren und dann von außen nicht invasiv ablesen.
Wunderbar. Sehr gut. Ich bedanke mich.
Hello, my name is Julia Knebel. I'm responsible for business development at Boehringer Ingelheim. We are a worldwide global biopharmaceutical and pharmaceutical company. We develop pharmaceuticals and biopharmaceuticals, but we also offer contract manufacturing for biotechnology products. And in this, we are still the world leader for mammalian cell culture technology, but also for microbial fermentation.
Hello, my name is Evelyn Schmucker. I'm in the marketing of the biopharmaceutical business of Boehringer Ingelheim, and we are here at this congress with several activities. We have several presentations, we have a sponsorship, we have a plant tour, and we have this exhibition booth, and we try to reach new customers for our contract development and manufacturing business for the biopharmaceutical.
We have our own biopharmaceutical products, but we are offering contract manufacturing. That means we manufacture these biotech products for our customers. So we are still in early phase development of our own products, but our main focus and main business is the contract manufacturing.
Yeah, I think it's quite successful so far. We had several interesting visitors at our booth, and I think our presentations were visited by a lot of people. And tomorrow we will have a plant tour, so several of the delegates are able to visit our plant in Vienna, and we'll have a look at our state-of-the-art facility there. We have a microbial production with bioreactors, 6,000 liter, and so I hope that they will have a successful tour tomorrow. And we had a lot of good meetings here at our booth, and I think, yes, it was quite successful, and we will see what the afternoon will bring.
I wish you all the best.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, thanks.
Okay, my name is Henk Kroon. I'm from Novozymes Biopharma, and Novozymes is one of the world's largest industrial biotech companies, and in amongst our portfolio we have products specifically for the pharmaceutical industry. What we're presenting here today are special engineered molecules that are being used by the pharmaceutical industry to create better and safer drugs. So our products are used primarily in the production and in the formulation of pharmaceutical products. The differentiating factor of our products is that they are all engineered molecules. They're called recombinant proteins, and the key feature is that they have no animal components in them whatsoever. Now, animal-derived products used in the pharmaceutical industry have sometimes been associated with a potential contamination and variability issues. And because our products are specifically engineered, are recombinant, they offer a very high degree of purity and a very high degree of compliance with the regulatory authorities' requirement to have animal-free components wherever possible. The three products that we have that are used in this way are a recombinant form of albumin, which is a very common blood protein, a recombinant form of transferrin, which is a critical molecule for the transport of iron, and a recombinant insulin-like growth factor, which is extremely important in helping cells to grow. There are congresses like this are great for us. We have two primary aims for a show like this, and the first, of course, is to connect with our customers, both in the pharmaceutical and the biotech industry. But a second very important objective is also to meet with partners and distributors and other potential business opportunities. So from that point of view, it's been an extremely successful show on both counts.
I wish all the best.
Thank you very much indeed.
Okay. Hello, my name's Sophie. I work for Informa Life Sciences, who also organise Bioprocess Europe, where we are today. Another part of Informa Life Sciences is our pharmaceutical training division, which looks after training not just within pharmaceutical companies, but across all of life sciences. So it could be pharma, biotech, or CROs internationally. We offer training which can be done distance learning, or could be at one of our public courses, where we run them mainly in London but throughout Europe. And we also go to premises and create on-site tailored training solutions for pharma companies, biotech companies and CROs based on what they want, and then we then create something for them which seems to work really well and is a really growing area for us. And the sort of companies that have used us in the past and do use us are companies like Pfizer, AstraZeneca, Procter & Gamble, Johnson & Johnson. So all the large pharma companies, as you would imagine, but also some of the smaller ones as well. Because what we really can do is understand what the business wants and then translate it into tailor-made solutions. So we'll work with them, create an agenda with an expert, and then take it out